people, it is the 2022 Christmas special here at Let's Play Thru. On today's episode, we're taking a little peek into the bags of real subscribers here on Let's Play Thru. Many of you sent in photos of your bags, so we will analyze them, break them down, see what's the same, what's different, what's interesting. We are giving away a full set of clubs to one lucky subscriber on this episode, and we're gonna have a ton of holiday fun. Yes, I am dressed for the occasion thanks to Proud90. I've got a link down below. They've got some awesome designs. And I want to give a big thanks to our show sponsor, PlayBetter.com, for all the golf technology and golf clubs that you've seen me get to test here. Most of that stuff came from the fine folks at PlayBetter.com. First off here, we're going to start with John Hanai. Now, John's bag, boy, that is a very good looking bag. All tailor-made fanboy here. He's got the wedges, he's got the irons, he even has the drivers, woods, and putters. Everything's tailor-made. Is that bag tailor-made? Yeah, the bag looks like it's tailor-made too. All right, so here's what John's working with. He's got the TaylorMade Stealth Plus 8-degree driver. Wow. He must be hitting it nice and high on his own, because that is a very low setting. I have my driver usually 9.5 turned up to 10.5 degrees. That's pretty amazing there, John. He's got the TaylorMade Stealth Plus fairway wood. He's got the TaylorMade P7MB, which is the muscle back. John, obviously a low handicapper here. 3-iron through pitching wedge. He's got the MG3 wedge set in a 52, 56, and 60 degree configuration. And he's got the MyTP Juno 33-inch TaylorMade putter. Very interesting to see a full bag of the same brand. If your bag's like that, I would love to know. Really good looking clubs here. He obviously keeps it in really nice shape and nice and clean. Great photos, John. Thank you for sending that in. And that is one cute little dog as well. Yeah, I've got dogs all over my shirt. It's dog day, clearly, here on Let's Play Thru. Beautiful setup, John. All right, next bag up here is Craig. Oh, good looking bag. PXG featured heavily here. He's also got the Rogue ST driver, the driver I play. Love that driver as well. So let's go through what he said here. He's got, first off, a 2023 Sun Mountain bag in the Warthog color scheme. Very cool. He even knows the color scheme of his bag. So first off, he's got the Callaway driver, Rogue ST Max 10.5. He's got it turned down 1 degree, and he's got the neutral setting, so he's at 9.5 degrees. Very interesting, because I have the 9-degree driver turned up a degree to 10, so 2 different ways to get the job done there. His 3 hybrid is a PXG 0211 at 19 degrees. So looks like no 3-wood or 5-wood there. He just goes driver hybrid. Very interesting. He's got 5 through pitching wedge as the Gen 4 0311. So we've got another player here. Nice players irons there in the 0311s. They're just a step up from the 0211s that you've seen me test here on this show, which are more of a hollow bodied kind of game improvement club. The 0311s are going to be your more players type iron there. His wedge is 50 and 58 PXG forged. He's got a 52 Nike SV Tour. So that must be the oldest club in his bag. It must be a go-to, because with the 50 degree having a 52, that's kind of interesting. Only a 2-degree gap there. And then his next wedge is 58 degrees. So kind of an interesting wedge setup. He must really like that Nike, oldest club in his bag. He's probably had it for a while, I'm guessing. The putter, PXG Blackjack with the M16 shaft. He uses Vice Pro golf balls. He likes neon red. I gotta say, neon red, those are probably the hardest balls for me to find out on course. It blends right in with the green. I'm not colorblind or anything, but that's a tough color to really match, as you can see here. He also uses the Bushnell Ion Elite. I've got my Ion Elite right here. In fact, we got to give one of these away this year to someone at our Let's Play Thru meetup, one of our lucky fans at the Let's Play Thru meetup. Love that watch. So, man, great setup, Craig. Excellent. He said that he bought it this year after fittings. His old clubs were 15 years old. All these clubs are great, and he can't wait until the season starts again. And a lot of the reason his bag is set up the way it is because he's watched this show. So Craig, I'm glad the channel played a small part there in helping you put that bag together. Man, it's a fantastic setup. All right, next victim up here is Paul. Paul is the Common Man. That's his handle here on YouTube. He's a super active commenter. He's there for almost every single video. So Paul, always appreciate the comments and the support that you have given the channel this year. Paul has a Max Fly golf bag, brand new. He's got the Wilson Elite 50 golf balls, Wilson Southside Infinite Putter, Wilson Harmonized Wedges, 56 and 60 degrees. He bought these new because they were very inexpensive. Wilson, always great value for the money, especially the Wilson staff line makes incredible clubs. I know there's a lot of fans of the D9 Forged on this channel. I love the D9s as well. The whole line of Wilson staff is fantastic. Those tour model blades, beautiful. If I was going to buy a set of blades, probably the blades I would buy. Love the value you get from Wilson staff. He's also got the Callaway Big Bertha A wedge. That's the attack wedge, usually something around 50 degrees, something like that, kind of a gap wedge. That's an old garage sale find with a new jumbo grip. His irons are the Max Fly Crossbows. They were hand-me-downs from his cousin's husband, and they were bought around 2008. He's got the Adams Tight Lies 5-wood. Adams Tight Lies classic 5-wood. I used to have one of those in my bag as a teenager. Boy, what a great club. I kind of miss those. He found it at Goodwill for $8. Fantastic find, Paul. Really cool. And he thinks he hits that club the best out of all of them. Does not surprise me. That is just a fantastic club. In fact, I think there's a PGA Tour pro that still uses one of those in his bag. I swear I read that somewhere along the line. Yonex Elite 2 Blue 3-wood. He's got the Tour Edge C721 driver. Dude, great driver. Great driver. His brother offered to help him buy it when it was on sale, and he couldn't pass it up. It was just on sale here for the holidays. I guess you just got that one, so congratulations, Paul. I love the diversity of your bag there, Paul. But here's what I love the most. Paul has a golf cabinet that he built to hold all his golf stuff, and he even put lights in at the top. So that's super cool. I wish I had something like that myself. Love that, Paul. Thank you so much for sending in your bag. And again, I love to see a bag with that kind of diversity. There's a lot of different brands represented, different decades, all sorts of cool stuff. Very cool, Paul. Next up here is Kyle Kaiser. Kyle's 37 years old, and he has been going hard since late July after playing a few rounds back in his high school days. So he's getting back into golf here really seriously for the first time. Here's his setup, which I absolutely love. He's got the driver, a G425 Max. That's the Ping. That is the most forgiving driver out there. There's going to be a G430 coming out here in the spring, so I'm guessing that 425 is going to be on a very nice discount for you bargain hunters looking for something that's super forgiving. The G425, that's about as good as it gets. He also has the G425 Max 3-wood. I own that 3-wood as well. In fact, I think I'm going to probably put back in my bag. I didn't have any luck with the 5-wood I tried out, as you might have seen on that video, guys. So the 425 is coming back in the bag, the 3-wood for a while. He's got the 2 hybrid 425 from Ping. His 3 hybrid is the Nikent Ironwood. His 4 iron through gap wedge is TaylorMade Stealth irons. Oh, I love it. You can tell here in this bag that Kyle is going for max forgiveness. The Stealth irons, super long, super forgiving. I came very close to putting those irons in my bag. In fact, I played them for a month or maybe 2. I had those as my club earlier this summer, and I played lights out. I think I shot 78 at Streamsong, a very tough course with 3 birdies. I could go on and on about the Stealths. Love those irons. Great pick, Kyle. He's got the sand wedges, his Acuity 52 degree, and his putter is an Affinity. Excellent, excellent, forgiving bag. A great bag if you're just getting back into the game, Kyle. And for all of you folks who need that forgiveness, that combination of Stealth irons, Ping G425, wow. Great value. Great forgiveness. Before I get into some more bags here, I want to talk about the giveaway. The giveaway. I've got the clubs right here. This is the Monroe package set I just tested out. Great value for money. These things go for $799. You got the bag, you've got a driver, 3 wood, 4 hybrid, 5 through pitching wedge. You've got a 56 degree wedge, which might be the best club in that bag. Really high quality, and a nice putter with some good milling on it as well. good high quality bag that comes with the set. I am excited to give this away. I'm going to pull it on Christmas Eve. That's just a couple days down the road here. So I've got a link down below in the description. All you got to do is enter your name and email. It's very simple. Whether it's for you or for a loved one, it's going to make a fantastic Christmas present. So make sure you hit the link down there in the description, and make sure if you're not already subscribed to this channel, you've got to be subscribed to win as well. All right, next up here is Ross. Ross is a Chicago Cubs fan. Clearly he's got the head cover. I always love seeing these interesting head covers. All right, so good looking setup there from what I can tell. It looks like he's got a Mizuno driver. Yes, he's got the D Mizuno 850 at 10.5 degrees. He's got a 4-wood, the Adams Tight Lies 2013. Isn't that interesting, guys? Our second Adams Tight Lies. He's also got a 3 hybrid, the Wilson C300. Yes, Ross, yes, I love that club. I have that club. It's probably going back in the bag as well because I just can't get rid of it. Great club. Again, Wilson staff. I can't say enough good things about the value there. His irons are 7 through pitching wedge Bridgestone JGRs. That's interesting. That's a club I've never tried. I don't think I've ever hit a Bridgestone club. His wedges are the 41 score wedge, the 48, which it looks like he has bent down to 46 Mizuno T7. Ross, definitely a tinkerer here. He's got a 50-degree Mizuno Blue Ion S5, a 53 bent to 54 Mizuno S5, and a 57 bent to 58 Mizuno S5. So he's got 41, 46, 50, 54, and 58. That's great gapping there. About 4 degrees between each of those wedges. That's how you do it, guys. You don't want to have much more than 4 degrees. His putter is an old school one, the Penn Hogan P113. Take a look at that, guys. Under the Cubs head cover is his umbrella. Interesting. It's good to have an umbrella if you're in a rainy part of the world like me. It rains almost every afternoon here in the summer. And under his Bradley, the BU Braves head cover is his alignment sticks. Interesting. Very interesting bag there, Ross. Thanks for sending that one in, man. Next up is Scott Elder. Scott. Oh, Scott, love that photo in front of the Let's Play Thru homepage there. Thank you, man. Very cool. All right, here's what Scott's working with. He's got the Callaway Big Bertha B21. His fairway wood is the Cobra Rad Speed 5 wood. Rad Speed line. What a line. What a line. Sometimes you just wish that these manufacturers would let things ride out a couple of years. Rad Speed's such a good line. The new Cobra is great as well, and I'm sure whatever they release this year will be awesome. I think the Aerojet's coming out. But boy, love the Rad Speed. Love the looks of the Rad Speed. It was like first time I really saw super futuristic looking golf clubs out of Cobra. Loved it. All right. His irons are also Rad Speed, 4 hybrid, 5 hybrid, and 6 iron through gap wedge. That's awesome. So this is the first real hybrid iron setups. And I think this is great, especially if you're getting up there in age or if you're just maybe starting out. To have hybrids in the 4 and 5 iron slots is a great way to do it, guys, because those are going to be the hardest irons to get up in the air. Hybrid's going to make that a lot easier. And the 6 iron and gap wedge is going to be your standard Rad Speeds. Love that. Callaway Mac Daddy wedges, the 54 and 58, and his putter, the Ping Tine Sigma 2. Very cool. Love the photo there, Scott. Really appreciate you sending that in. Next up is Dylan Moore. Here's Dylan's bag, guys, nicely laid out for us. Looks like we've got another TaylorMade fanboy in the house with an Odyssey putter. So he's got the TaylorMade R15, 10.5 degrees. He's actually got a shaft from the M6 on there, though. He's got the stock Fujikura Atmos from the M6. Very cool setup. So he put that one together himself. TaylorMade Sim 2 Max irons. Love the Sim 2 Max. Played with those an entire season. Sometimes I wish I didn't take them out of the bag. Interesting thing about the Sim 2 irons, and I think the Stealths as well, is they're a ½ an inch longer. And I really liked that about the Sims, the way my swing is. I just like having the shaft just a little bit longer. A lot of people ask, how tall am I? I'm 6 foot tall, in case you're wondering. So anyways, I like having a ½ inch extra, which you get with the Sim 2s there. He's got TaylorMade milled grind wedges. Boy, those are beautiful. 50 56 and 60. I always like having the wedge set being the same. It's been interesting. There's been a few sets we've seen here today with all kind of different wedges, and that's one way to do it. But I personally like to have the same feel throughout the wedge set. Boy, the milled wedges from TaylorMade, just about as good as it gets. And he's got an Odyssey Versa 2 putter. Beautiful bag there, Dylan. Next up is a 1 handicap. Zach, we've got some great golfers here sending their bags in. It's always really nice to see what the good players are playing with. He says that he's a 1 handicap now, but it will be going up because he's about to have his second child. So, dude, congratulations. How cool is that? Especially around the holidays. What a fantastic Christmas present for you. His driver is a Callaway XR16 10.5 degree driver with a dog playing poker head cover. Classic there, man. Callaway Epic Speed 3 wood. He's got 3 and 4 TaylorMade Rocket Balls hybrids. His irons, 5-iron through 48 degree, which is going to be that like attacking wedge, gap wedge. Those are Titleist T100S irons. Oh my God, I love these irons. If I was going to pick any Titleist iron in their lineup, it would be the T100S. I think it packs the best of both worlds when it comes to, it's actually, for the type of club it is, a player's iron, it's very forgiving. I found it to be anyways. It's going to have maximum workability, the right trajectory, just beautiful clubs for a very low handicap player like Zach here. Love those clubs. He's got 54 and 58 degree Callaway MD4 wedges. His putter is an old school Odyssey Rossi 2 with the black face, cut down to 33 inches. We saw a lot of those Rossi 2s out on tour back in the day. Guys, before we get into some more awesome bags, I want to take a few minutes here just to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was reminded this week by one of our subscribers, Simply Comfort Food. Here's what he said. He said, "Merry Christmas, Gabe. It's been a wonderful year for you and your subscribers. You recovered from your surgery, great club release reviews, an unforgettable trip to Ireland, a new golf simulator studio, and thankfully I survived the hurricane. He wishes me and the family the very best." When I saw that comment, I had to pause because I said to myself, absolutely 100% right. I've got the greatest job in the world. I get to do what I really love and what I'm passionate about, and that is because of all of you fine golf people like yourself who watch these videos, who support the channel in all sorts of different ways, whether you are clicking on the links to buy your golf tech over at our partner playbetter.com or Amazon, or some of the other advertisers we've had here on the channel this year, whether you're a channel member and pledge your support each month to keep this channel running, or whether you just simply watch these videos and share them with your friends, family, fellow golfers out there. It's because of you I get to do what I love. I am so very grateful for each and every one of you who watches Let's Play Through. And my wish for you in 2023 is that you have the chance to pursue what you love, whatever that means for you, whether that's spending a little extra time with a loved one, whether that's changing careers, whether that's taking a dream vacation, whether that's buying your bucket list golf club, whatever it means to you. I hope you get a chance to do it in 2023. That's my wish. Guys, let's get into these awesome bags again here. Next up is David George. You've got some head covers over those beauties, but here is what is under the head covers. All right, he's got the Epic Flash Sub-Zero 10 degree. He's got the Sub-Zero 4 and 7 wood. So that is interesting. He's got driver 4 wood, 7 woods. A very interesting setup there. Ping G425 4 hybrid at 22 degrees. Then he has the Sub-Zero 659 CB irons, and that is in the 5 to approach wedge. And he just made the move with those irons to graphite, regular graphite shafts. He used to play stiff shafts, and he says it's been a game changer for him. So guys, as you move up there in age, or just as your body changes, maybe you've had injury, whatever the case may be, it's always a good idea to try other things. You never know. You never know. So really cool that you found what you like there, David. He's got Mizuno ES21 wedges, 54 and 58 degrees. And all of these have Graves golf grips with 4 wraps of tape, extra thick grips there. And he's got a Cobra King Grand Sport arm lock putter. So David, you are rocking the boat here with not only the iron covers, but also the arm lock putter. Again, guys, leave me a comment down below. Is David crazy or do you love it? I'd be interested to know. Very cool, David. Again, thanks for all the support, man. Thank you for sending that bag in. Beautiful looking setup. Next up, we've got Andy Venable. Andy, I love the flags there in the background. I don't know if that's your garage or what, but I love the Arnold Palmer flag there. I used to do a lot of work with Bay Hill and Latrobe when I used to have my marketing agency. I love the Arnold Palmer brand. You probably see me wear that hat a lot out on course. That's the reason why. All right, so here is Andy's setup. He's got driver is Cobra Speed Zone Extreme at 9 degrees. Next club in his bag, a mini driver, the TaylorMade original mini. He said that he finds that he hits his 3 and 5 woods about the same distance, so he likes to have this club in the 3 wood slot for days when the driver is not cooperating. Very interesting move, and one I highly recommend more of us try out. His 5 wood is the Cobra Speed Zone at 17 degrees. And he's actually turned that down 1.5 degrees. So I guess it's at what, 15.5 degrees. So it's effectively a 4 wood. And it's his go-to club off the deck, and especially on par 5s. His 4 hybrid is a Mizuno 2020 CLK at 22 degrees. So that's a kind of a big gap there. He goes from what, 13.5, 15.5, then to 22. Then his iron Srixon ZX4s. Those are the clubs my dad chose when he had his fitting. 5-through attack wedge. His wedge is Cleveland CBX Zipcore 54 degree and 58 degree. And his putter is a Ping Hepler Fetch. Oh, I love the Ping Heplers. First of all, it's beautiful black and gold, but the weight and the balance of those things, I need to do a video on them one of these days. I just love those putters. Every time I go to a golf store, they just pop out. Great bag, Andy. Better flag. Next up, Mark Hooper. Ooh, I see some Mizunos in this bag, Mark. Oh, I love seeing Mizuno clubs. I am unabashedly a Mizuno fanboy, in case you guys didn't know. Here's his Cleveland bag with the Callaway Custom Rogue ST Max. Love that. I'd love to know what the customizations are, Mark. Maybe a different shaft. I tried a different shaft. I made a super driver, and unfortunately it got damaged, and I have not been able to make that video. I know a lot of you have been waiting for that video. I apologize. I've got to get it fixed. I thought I had it fixed. It's not working. It's a great club. I want to show it to you. Please, please continue to have patience. I hope I can do that for you soon if I can get the shaft fixed. All right, he's got a Titleist TSR2 3-wood. That's the new line from Titleist. Oh boy, I love that driver, the TSR2 driver. I haven't made a video about it, but I have tried it. Mwah! Beautiful driver. 4 through 5 hybrids are the Callaway ST Pro. So we're seeing a lot of folks here with 4 and 5 hybrid clubs in their bags. Like seeing that. But he also has a 5-iron through pitching wedge, the Mizuno MP223s. So this was a year ago, Mizuno released the 221, 223, 225. The 225s is going to be your kind of like a P790 hollow body, but looks like a blade. The 221 is going to be the full blade, and that 223, which Mark has here, is going to be your cavity back iron. Beautiful clubs. Of those 3, 223s would be my pick as well. In fact, I made a video about that. So great choice, Mark. Great, great choice. He has sub 70 JB full face low bounce 56 degree, and he doesn't list his putter there. Can we see it in the picture? Looks like an Odyssey Stroke Lab. Awesome, Mark. Great looking bag. Love me a Mizuno. Robert Wright. Ooh, I love the Christmas photo there, man. Beautiful, and that's a great looking set of clubs. Another set of Mizunos and some PXGs. Love those. His driver, PXG Gen 5, the newest PXG, set at 8 degrees with a hazardous smoke black, stiff, 70 degree. Wow, bet that thing's a weapon for you, man. He's got a 5-wood PXG Gen 4 at 19 degrees, 2-iron. Robert, you must be a player. He's got a 2-iron Callaway X Forged. It's the 18 degree Project X. So this is kind of like a utility iron, basically. 5 through gap wedge. So he doesn't have a, that's interesting. No 3 or 4 iron. He goes 5 next. That's the Mizuno JPX 921 Forged. 120 gram standard length, a 1.5 degree upright. I'm 1 degree upright myself, by the way. Oh, I love the 921 forged. Beautiful, beautiful clubs. PXG 0211, 54, and 58. That seems to be the most common setup from what I can tell. I think I've only seen 160 degree or a couple 60 degree wedges here today. Used to be you always saw 56 and 60. Now it's more 54 and 58 just because of the modern pressed clubs. Those 921s are going to be a little bit more modern lofts there. So all of our wedges are getting a little less lofted as well. He's got a putter, a King Cobra Vintage Nova 34. Boy, the putters that Cobra came out with, I'm playing one of them. I'm playing the Vintage 45, I think it's called. That line of putters, oh, love it. Fantastic. I think that has a sick face, does it? Let me know. I think it does. Next up here, another great bag from Greg Andriota. Greg, PXG fanboy here. So we're going back-to-back PXGs. He's got the Gen 4 driver, he's got the Gen 4 3-wood, and the Gen 5 hybrid. He's also got the Gen 5 T-irons with the black label 4-through pitching wedge, PXG Sugar Daddy 2 wedges, his PXG Battle Ready Hercules putter. I haven't tried any of the PXG putters. That's the one club. Actually, I haven't tried the wedges either. I'd love to try both of those this year, and I've got to try the Gen 5 stuff. I haven't tried that stuff. I left off at the Gen 4 and the new 0211s, but I haven't tried the Gen 5 irons. I've got to do that. His ball is the Pro V1X left dash. For those that know, they know what that is. If you don't know, Google it. Awesome bag, Greg. Again, I love to see that brand loyalty there. Thomas Cofield. Thomas, another long-time subscriber, frequent commenter. In fact, there's barely a video that goes by that Thomas doesn't comment on. Thomas, thank you and Merry Christmas to you, man. Here's Thomas's bag. He's got the Callaway Maverick driver, 3-wood and 3 hybrid. He's got a TaylorMade UDI 2 iron. So that's our second utility iron there that I've seen here today at least. TaylorMade P790s 4-through pitching wedge. You cannot go wrong with the classics there. Titleist Vokey 50, 54, and 60 SM8 wedges. I think, is that our first Titleist Vokey setup? I think last time we did this, What's in the Bag, almost everyone was rocking Vokey wedges. This time, very few that I've seen. I am a Vokey player myself. I just can't get away from it. I'm so used to the balance and the feel of them now that it'd be very hard for me to change, even though I do like those new Mizuno wedges. Thinking about doing a video on that one soon, but anyways, so many videos, so many clubs, so many videos, guys. He's got a Cobra King arm lock putter, another arm lock. He's seeing if it works better than his traditional Scotty Cameron. And the little dude is his boogeyman. He's supposed to ward off the evil 3 putts. And he seems to not understand his job. So a good bit of humor there. Awesome bag, Thomas. Again, thank you, man. Happy holidays to you. Wish you a fantastic new year. 4 more bags to go here, guys. And there's some really good ones. Mike Acharikti. I hope I pronounced that right, Mike. Mike here's got an M2 driver, TaylorMade. That's the 2017 model. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, Mike. Mizuno ST190 3-wood. 3 hybrid is the Cobra Fly Z. His 4 iron is a Srixon Z U85 driving iron. So another driving iron. That's 3 back-to-back now. His 5-through pitching wedge is the Mizuno Pro 719 forged. Anything forged in Mizuno is fantastic. Those are a little older clubs, but again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, Mike. 54 and 58 Vokey wedges. All right, so we're back-to-back Vokey wedges after I just said something about it. Odyssey Versa 7. I think that's our second Versa 7, too, isn't it? A lot of Odyssey putters here today, in fact. And he's just waiting for his gap wedge, which is going to be the Mizuno JPX 800. Mike, fantastic bag. Love the diversity there. Love, again, that you're not afraid to play with clubs that might not be the latest and greatest, but that work for you. Awesome job, dude. Sal Rodriguez is up next. Sal, I love the way your tees are nicely placed there in the bag, ready to be used. Looks like he got some sim drivers and stuff in there, and he's also got some iron covers, our second iron covers of the day. Awesome. All right, he's got, the bag is the Bag Boy Revolver XL. His driver is the TaylorMade Sim 2 Max. That's the more forgiving version of the Sim 2. He's also got the Sim 2 Max 3-wood and 5-wood. He's got a 2 hybrid. That's the Cobra Speed Zone. 5 through attack wedges, Callaway XR KBS Tour. He's got a 58-degree Mac Daddy from Callaway. And he has a chipper in the bag. First chipper that I've seen. I like that. That's the Cleveland Soul Force Stiff. Have you used a chipper? Let me know down in the comments. And his putter is a Ping Sheath H. That's the second Ping that I remember at least. Awesome bag, Sal. Congrats, dude. Next up, Mo Pelenkovich. Mo's got TaylorMade Stealth Plus driver at 9 degrees, TaylorMade Stealth Plus 3 wood, TaylorMade Stealth Plus 5 wood, TaylorMade Stealth Plus 4 hybrid. He's got TaylorMade P770s. So the difference, if you don't know, between P790s, P770s, P770s a little bit smaller profile, not quite as thick up at the top end, a little bit more player, but still actually kind of a hollow blade look to it, but it's hollow body design. Great club. 5 through pitching wedge, and it looks like he's got them bent 1 degree strong. I like that move, actually. TaylorMade high toe mill grind, raw 50, 54, 58. He's got a Scotty Cameron 33-inch Crown Newport custom design. Whoa. Very nice putter there. He's got a beautiful bag. That's the Vessel Player 3-stand bag. Vessel. Oof. Oh, again, love that bag. Vessel makes the best golf bags out there. We've had a review on the channel. But for tournaments, he's got a different bag. That's a TaylorMade custom NYPD Tour staff bag. He plays on the NYPD golf team. How cool is that? Mo, thank you for sending that in, and thank you for keeping the fine folks of New York safe. Anthony is our last bag of the day. He didn't give me a list of his clubs, so we're just gonna have to take a look here. He looks like he's got Maxima driver 3 wood, 5 wood. He's got a 27-degree 7 wood. So he's got 4 woods there. He's got a number of different clubs there. 3, 4. I can't tell what those are. I can't tell what the 5 iron is, but it looks like it's different from the 4 irons. 6 iron. Is there a 6 iron in there? Looks like it's hiding there, but he's got a Wilson Staff 7 iron. He's got a Ram 8 iron, and he's got a 55-degree sand wedge and a putter down there hiding. It looks like a 2-ball style design from what I can tell. Now, I show this bag because Anthony asked me a question. He said, is it better to have custom clubs for each of your different irons, or is it better to have the same iron set? And I would highly recommend, Andy, if your budget allows and if you can make it happen, to get a full set of the same irons, because they're going to have a different weight to them, a different balance. The lofts are going to be different as well if you have kind of a mixed set there. So if you can make it happen, man, and definitely enter our contest for the full Monroe set here, try to get yourself a full set of the same irons, not only the same brand, but the same model as well, because it's going to give you just a little bit more consistency out there on the golf course. Guys, that's it. We went through all of the bags that got sent in. I don't think I left anyone out, but what a wonderful, diverse mix of golf clubs we got to see. It's really interesting, again, to see some of the similarities and differences there in the setups. What did you think? Leave some comments down below. Guys, I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, if you celebrate Hanukkah, or whatever holiday you celebrate, I hope it's a wonderful time with your loved ones. And I hope you'll come back next week, where our video will be wrapping up all of the clubs I tried this year. I will be ranking them from best to worst. Everything I tried. Should be a fun video. Hope to see you there, and I'll catch you back here very soon on another edition of Let's Play Through.